Hello, Master Numerologist Andre Alvin Moore, and today my lesson is on Cory Booker. And Cory Booker is a United States senator that represents New Jersey, and he took to the Senate floor on March the 31st, 2025. And he spoke for 25 hours and 5 minutes, setting a record for the longest speech in Senate history. The record was previously held by the racist Senator Strom Thurmond in 1957. Booker's speech flowed into April the 1st, 2025, and as I watched parts of his marathon speech, God told my spirit that it has sent angels to support Cory Booker in his effort to help him stand strong and powerful. Well, at that point, I became inspired to do a reading. So, he started his speech on March 31st, 2025. Will give us a number pattern of 3, 4, 9, with a universal day of 7. Okay? So here we go. March is the 3rd month of our calendar year, and number 3 rules the tongue and speech. Okay? The number 3 rules the voice. And so March being the 3rd month is a strong indicator of the type of work Cory Booker was doing, using his voice to sound the alarm of the destruction that is going on in our country. So, the day of the 31st vibrates on the 4th level because 3 plus 1 brings me to the number 4. You understand? And the number 4 rules stamina, discipline, and strength. The 4 energy is a very masculine, grounded type of vibrational energy. And what's cool about it is when it connects with the 3 energy, the Spirit of God is revealed because 3 plus 4 is 7. And this 9 energy that comes from 2025, I'm not going to go into the details because I have a video where I cover 2025. But I will say this about the 2025 energy or the 9 energy. The 9 energy has dual aspects. Okay? It has dual aspect. That's the number 9. The aspect of closure, and this is going on in our society right now where a lot of the social institutions are being dismantled. And the number 9 also has an aspect of the humanitarian aspect where you're seeing thousands of Americans coming together, using their voice to protest against what's going on within our society. Now, when you're doing a reading, it's important that you take a look at the numbers that make up the core number. So take a look at the 3 and the 1 that makes your 4. You'll notice that the 3 energy has repeated again. You see it here, but then you see it again there. And that's telling us something. That's telling me that 3 plus 3 equals 6. That 6 energy is very important because that was the substance of the speech. He was speaking out against the injustice that was going on, that is going on within our society, how homes are being disrupted. And the number 6 rules the home, it rules the family, it rules the society. This 1 energy is telling me that someone has to stand up. Someone's going to have the courage to do battle with the onslaught of energy. And Cory Booker answered that call. The leader, the strength for the 1, the ability to stand for 25 hours. You understand? So the 2 3s makes the conscious number 6, in which Booker's speech highlighted how the current administration is wreaking havoc on social programs such as Social Security and Medicare and disrupting thousands of people's lives by laying them off and firing people, including veterans. Now, like I said, I've dealt with the vibrational frequency of 2025 in a previous video, but that vibrates on the 9th level, and the number 9 has the dual aspects of closures and the humanitarian protests that you see in the streets. Now, Booker's speech ended on April the 1st, 2025. So let's take a look at what's going on there. So you have April the 1st, 2025, which is going to give us a number pattern of 4, because April is the 4th month of the year. I mean the 4th month, of the year. And then we have the 1, and then we have the 9 energy, which is going to give us a vibrational pattern of the 5. The 5 vibrational energy is a freedom fighter. America's destiny is a number 5. We stand for freedom. But right now, it's being assaulted. You understand? The 5 energy is under assault. And so, the 4 energy that you saw on the day that he started his speech, the 31st, which is a 4, combined with this 4 energy, the 2 4s equals the powerful, mighty 8 energy. So you may have observed that the number 4 was repeated twice, creating the powerful number 8. The destruction of established social programs by billionaire Elon Musk, proudly swinging a chainsaw, and number 1 representing the president abusing his power and authority, attacking countries such as Canada and Mexico, placing tariffs which increasing the cost of material resources. But Cory Booker is standing tall and firm, challenging this administration's dark energy with dynamic word power. So you can see he's using his voice to chant down the destructive elements that's trying to wreak havoc within our society, and the money energy that's flowing in. You know, there was a big Supreme Court race that went down in Wisconsin, and the billionaire Elon Musk handing out $1 million checks trying to buy an election, pouring over $20 million into the election. This eighth energy. But in this case, the eighth energy is power, but the power of the people defeated the power of the wallet. You have to understand, the power of the people defeated the power of the wealth. And this one energy is a power number. The President of the United States throwing his weight around, you understand, saying that I'm unstoppable. But the power of the people say, not so fast. Not so fast. And you still got that 9 energy, the door aspect. So yeah, I'm going to be closing some doors, and I dare you to stop me. And the people say, well, we're going to stop you. The power of the people, the humanitarian, the sea of people that's coming out in protest. And then the 5 energy. America is meant to be free. Right? America did not like being under the authority of a king. And I personally believe that those founding fathers was channeling spiritual energies. But let's move on. Now, Booker's speech ended during the 25th hour. That is significant because the 2 plus 5 equals 7. And I told you that God told me that he sent angels. The 7 rules the angelical realm. God said, well, I sent angels to help him stand, to protect him, to give him God's strength, spiritual strength, angelic strength, to endure 24 hours, 25 hours of standing, not eating, not being able to go to the restroom. You understand? And you see the 5 energy still representing freedom. I'm doing this. I'm standing. Because you are unable to stand. I'm speaking for you. You understand? The society at large. I'm using my power as a senator, my power of the one. I'm disrupting Senate business. He quoted John Lewis and said, I want to get into some good trouble. You have to understand that you're in a fight, a war. And this is the time to put the armor on of righteousness and stand tall. And Cory Booker standing tall. Okay, let's move on. Now, Cory Booker's age. Age. It's 55. The double 5. The 5 energy rules freedom, but it also rules the urgency. We don't have a lot of time because the 9 is closing these doors rapidly. And if you don't act now, you may not get the opportunity. So these fives are saying we got to move quick. 1 5 ain't going to be good enough. I need to come stronger. So let me double up. Boom. And because I double up, that creates the almighty, powerful one energy of the I am, the God power. You understand? We're going to move swiftly. I got to move swiftly because this 9 energy is closing doors rapidly. And so therefore, I must act with a sense of urgency. Okay? Now, let's take a look at this. His birth name of Cory, Cory, contains 4 letters. And like I said, the number 4 is a power number. It's the square of life. It's strength. It's discipline. It's solid. It's unmovable. It's unshakable. Once I firmly dig in, I'm not moving. It's earth energy. My roots go deep. You understand? And the number pattern that he's carrying is a 3, 6, 9, 7. The power of the voice. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word still is. I bring forth my manifestations by declaring it so. I'm bringing the love of the 6 and the 9. The humanitarian love of the 9 and the social love of the number 6. And I'm coming with my spiritual power. I'm being covered by the light of God, the number 7. You understand? And I vibrate on the 7th level because these numbers add up to 25, and you see the 25 coming up there again. You understand? The speech lasted for 25 hours. And you can see how the 7 energies, the angelical realm, is surrounding him with power, surrounding him with light. Now, last piece of information I want to share with you. Cory Booker was born he got a birthday coming up, by the way. He was born in the month of April. There's that power, that 4 coming up real strong, right? I'm unmovable, I'm unshakable, I'm a brick. You know, remember the story of the 3 little pigs? The 3rd house, he couldn't blow it down because it was made out of brick. I'm not standing on sand. I'm not shifting my weight. I'm standing on the earth. I'm unmovable. Then he's bringing the humanitarian with him because he's born on the 27th. There's that 7 energy popping up again. This 9, I care about you. I care about others. I'll sacrifice my health. I'll do without food. I'll hold my biological energies. Because he can't go to the restroom, so he got to hold it. Because I love you. I love the world. The humanitarian standing strong. 1969. So you see the 6-9 pattern coming back up again. Then all these 9s, you got a 9 here, you got a 9 there, you got a 9 there. And those 3 nines bring you back to the 27-9. Strong love for you, for I'll sacrifice so that you can live. You understand? But 1969 is going to break down to another powerful 7. It's a 25-7, the number of freedom. And when these 3 numbers come together, you give the destiny of the number 2, the friend, the goddess energy, the intuitive energy, the psychic energy, the energy of the friend. You understand? Now, Cory Booker prepared his mind and his body. He started a fast on March the 29th, 2025. And instinctively, he knew he had to turn his back on the world. What do I mean by that? Whenever you sit down and partake of food, that's a heavy vibrational energy. And it weighs you down. Literally, it puts weight on you. You understand? It's a heavy vibrational energy. But when you turn your back on food, then you're saying that I'm going to rely on God power, prana, angelic power, the power of the masters and the yogis, power from the sun, the wind. You understand? The elements. That clears out debris. That frees up more of your energy. That allows you to take in more vitality. You understand? You become lighter. You don't feel the heaviness of the physical body. So now I can stand for 25 hours with strength and with power. You understand? The power of the 4 and the power of the 1. Allow him to stand with strength. And he really removed that 1 energy of the ego out of the way. I'm going to sacrifice the 1 for the benefit of others. The 6s and the 9s that you saw that was locked up in his name, and how the 9 energy is popping back up here in his birth cycles. Okay, so that's my lesson on Cory Booker. I hope you got something out of it. If you get a chance, go back and try to listen to some of the speech, because he's working from the angelical realm. He's not earthbound. He's in the heavens. He's in the astral plane. He's pouring light into a dark situation. He's asking us to wake up, asking us to get up, because those dark forces literally got a chainsaw cutting us to pieces. If you don't stand, you're going to get cut. And I'm on Social Security, right? I don't need for my Social Security money to be cut. I don't need for you to tell me that if I miss a check, I'm going to be okay. No, this is something that we've earned. Billionaires and millionaires, they want to extract from the society. They want to hide their money. They don't want to pay taxes, but they want us to carry the burden. You understand? They don't want to do what is right with their wealth. So yes, we're in a war. And a strong leader like Cory Booker blew the clarion call, and we all must answer it. So, until the next video, peace.